Greetings from the set of Metro and More at Metropolitan Community College, serving more than 50,000 students with over 120 programs at our 8 locations in the daytime, evening, weekends, or online. And thanks for being with us again for Metro and More. More of what you need to know about Metropolitan Community College. I'm Kent Pavelka. Our topic, emergency medical services at MCC. An update for you about all that with Peggy Dean, Emergency Medical Services Program Director and Instructor. Good to see you again, Peggy.
Good to see you too.
For a new chat about what's going on. And Scott Alf, who is an adjunct instructor at MCC. Good to have you. Good to meet you.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Very good. Always chat a little bit about our guest's background. Peggy, you've been at the college a long time. Tell us about your tenure and your background, your history with the college, and what you're doing now.
Okay. I've been with the college since January of 2006, so this is my 10th year, which went by very fast. My background is on the volunteer side of the fire department's EMS provider. I'm more the volunteer background. So I have been teaching since 1992, and in 2006 when I moved to Metro, I brought the programs that I could bring to the college and offer them.
I've forgotten, where did you teach before Metro?
At Creighton University.
That's
EMS.
right.
Yes.
That's right. Mm-hmm. So you've been in education your whole career, working career?
Since 1992.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very good. We have an update.
Yes.
Some exciting things
Yes.
happening with emergency medical services. Scott, a little bit about your background, please.
Yeah, I've been involved in the fire service for about 23 years now. Must have been about 2005 I really got involved in water rescue and things like that. I was with a department in Iowa. The sheriff come to me, a little individual had drowned, and he wanted me to put together a water rescue program. And that's really when I got involved in water rescue, and it's just kind of accelerated from there.
Yeah. Are you an Iowa native?
I'm originally from Iowa,
Yeah.
Yep.
Very good.
Small town Iowa boy.
You got your Iowa colors on here.
That's right.
Yeah, gold and black. It does say Metropolitan Community College, though. A little bit of background, the overview of emergency medical services, Peggy, at the college, what all is available, et cetera.
Okay. The college has always offered the emergency medical technician course. In 2006, I brought the paramedic course to the college. And what that means is that you must be, every provider that works on a fire department is encouraged to be an emergency medical technician. But they can take the paramedic program, which is a year-long program, and do more advanced skills to take care of people. And a lot of providers do that. They're EMTs for a while, and then they say, oh, I want to learn more, so they come and take the paramedic class and then function as an advanced provider. As paramedics, EMTs, firefighters, we all need continuing education to keep up our certification. Most of our licensures expire every 2 years, so within that 2 years we have a certain amount of hours that we need to attain before we can renew
Sure.
our license. So the purpose of the update is to tell of some of those courses that we offer so that people can come here and get continuing education to renew their license. We've always offered the EMT refresher, the paramedic refresher, which follows the national standards, but they can also take some of the other courses that we offer. So the scuba rescue, dive rescue, that we are hoping in the fall to, or in 2017 to bring on grain bin rescue, farm extrication, to reach out to some of our rural communities and providers and offer more continuing education. That's what I want to do.
Sure, and that's what we want to talk about, those new focuses with emergency medical services at MCC. But are we talking about primarily people in the industry now, continuing education for them, or first-time students who want to get into this?
Yeah. The continuing education classes that we offer, 90% of them can be for any student that wants to come see what our program's all about.
Okay.
And those are the 1 and 2 day courses or the quarter courses, just to get their feet wet. to say, to see what we offer, and then maybe they might enjoy it and then come into the EMS program, become an EMT or a paramedic. But that's what we want to do. The other thing we want to do, which Scott will talk about the CPAT as well, is we want to offer resume builders, things that help our students get out there, get a job, make it a little bit easier for them to get a job, such as the CPAT, which Scott will talk about.
Yeah, these are things that look good on the resume and help you get a job.
Right.
Well, let's dive into it there.
There we go.
The scuba class. What's it all about, Scott?
Basically, a few years ago, I met an individual by the name of Dean Hollis. He's one of the owners of Dive Ventures. And I met him down at the zoo in the penguin pen. He had a friend, I had a friend. We were in the penguin pen, his family, my family, and we met. And we've become very, very close friends ever since then. And one of the days we met, he said, I'm going to open up a dive store in Omaha, Nebraska. And I thought, a dive store in Omaha, Nebraska? Who would ever think you would open up a dive store here? You think California,
Sure.
Florida, places like that.
Where there's like oceans.
There you go. So the more we talked and the more that we proceeded forward with this, one of the things we talked about was providing young individuals with the opportunity to learn how to scuba dive. We didn't only want them to have the opportunity to learn how to scuba dive, we wanted to provide them with opportunity. So we have opportunities for internships. We wanted to provide them jobs. Once they get into the scuba program and they progress through that, there's all kinds of job opportunities with Dive Ventures. They have a service program where they work on scuba gear. They have travel, training, retail. So there's all kinds of opportunities for young individuals once they get into the program for either, internships or, career.
And not only related to emergency medical services, is what I hear you saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This scuba program is available for anybody to take. Underwater welders is another good example. So we recommend anybody sign up for it, come and see what it's all about and get into the program.
But relative to EMS, the scuba it is designed how?
So the scuba program, a lot of fire departments have water rescue programs. The Omaha Fire Department, they have 52 scuba divers.
Wow, who would have thought?
We actually have 3 boats, 2 wave runners, 52 scuba divers that I actually oversee on a day-to-day basis. Them all help with certifications. The scuba class does, getting certifications, again, to help build your resume also.
And so historically, it's being added now, or it's been added now. There has been more focus on water rescue in recent years, or what's the history here?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. After 9/11, a lot of people stopped traveling. Everybody had that fear in the back of their head. So what a better way to take care of the local, watering holes that we have here. People were enjoying the rivers and the lakes. Well, unfortunately with that is an increase of liability. There's more people getting injured, drownings, stuff like that. So it really increased the water rescue awareness with not only the Omaha Fire Department, but a lot of fire departments in the area.
How do you go about teaching this? Where do you teach it, number one?
Yeah, so Metro Community College and Dive Ventures, we teamed up. We made that relationship, we made a partnership. And Dive Ventures really has an amazing facility out there at 120th and I. They got one of the deepest pools in the area. And what's really nice about that is it really helps the individual understand the scuba diving as a whole, because if you can't get to them depths you need to clear your ears and them type of things, you really don't understand the whole part of scuba diving. So far it's been a great partnership between the two.
And we are talking about rescue, basically, as it relates to EMS, right?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's either a rescue or a recovery. Yep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Let's move on to CPAT testing. First of all, for the uninitiated, what is CPAT?
CPAT is the Candidate Physical Agility Testing.
Okay.
When a fire department does a testing process, what you do is you take a written exam, Once you pass the written exam, then you do the physical agility test. The physical agility test is recognized by the International Association of Firefighters. And a lot of fire departments in the area will recognize a certification you get for 2 years. They only put it out 2 years because they don't want somebody to take it, then get out of shape and not be
Right.
ready to go for the test. So the certification is only good for 2 years. At that time, then you'll have to come back and redo the test.
This is a national test, right?
Yeah, there's 8 different events that you do, and it really reflects the job that you do every day as a firefighter.
What did someone who is just entering the field do regarding physical test or physical ability, physical fitness before this course was offered?
So a lot of fire departments had their own, testing setup that they would do. You may drag a hose, turn on a fire hydrant, or something like that. Over the years, there was a lot of lawsuits involved. So the International Association of Firefighters got involved, and they come up with a good, validated test that was fair to everybody taking the test. And that's when they come up with the Canada Physical Agility Test.
But in terms of being able to do it, to be in physical shape, what was? Was it on the individual to be in shape somehow? Or?
It's a lot of responsibility on the individual to take it serious, to stay physically fit. The job of a firefighter is very demanding, very demanding.
So is this similar to like having a trainer at a gym and then getting to a point where you're ready for the test?
It is. You really have to take it to the next level, whether it be going out to the football field and running stairs, raising ladders, dragging hoses. When I did it, I took a piece of plastic and taped it onto a tree, and I would hit that tree 100 times a day, because there's one part of the test, you have to do a forcible entry. So you have to hit this thing, and an alarm goes off to let you know that you've met the qualification. So there's things that you just got to come up with and get creative and do, but you really do have to be in good shape to pass this test.
Relative to the CPAT testing at Metropolitan Community College now in the EMS program, do you? How does the course actually work?
So basically, when I first met with Peggy, I didn't want to just put a CPAT program in there and somebody come and just go through the motions. I really wanted to teach the individuals how to be physically fit for 25 years so they can enjoy retirement. So many times you hear, firefighters retire and then they die a few years later.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really want to teach the young kids how to be physically fit and take that side of the firefighting very seriously also, because you really have to stay in shape and fit for 25 years so you have a successful career. So you're not getting injured, you're not getting hurt, and them type of things. So
before you started this program, the CPAT program, was it just on the individual to, once they finish the other coursework, to on their own be in shape?
It is. It really is to the individual to work out, eat right, and stay fit to have that successful career of 25 years in the fire service. If you don't do them things, then you're looking at injury and different things like that. So this program is really going to teach them about having a successful career of 25 years and being healthy and fit, not only the physical side, but the eating aspects of it also.
We want to make it the big picture.
So is it a course or a series of courses, or?
It'll be one semester, 1 quarter, 3 credits.
So at the end of that quarter, you are ready to take the test?
Yeah, some departments recognize it. So once we give them that certification, a lot of departments in the United States will recognize it. So if a fire department's actually doing the testing, they don't have to worry about the stress and everything the day of the test. They can present their certification and already have it done. So it's a
great.
huge benefit.
Right.
You bet. Great addition. So Go ahead, Peggy.
And then I'd also like to add that we did, we can offer this class, we applied to the International Association of Firefighters and was granted the license to offer this class.
Yeah.
So it's sanctioned with IAF.
The college had to show that it was
With
providing the
the-
right training
Yep.
in order to provide the tests.
Right, right.
To have the test mean anything. Okay, scuba class, CPAT testing, and now we're looking ahead to some other things that hopefully will be added in 2017, grain bin extraction, farming accidents. Talk a little bit about those educational programs within EMS, why they're being added, et cetera.
Okay. I have always both of us came from rural communities, so I've always wanted to add something to help our rural providers. So this is something that I'm working on. I'm working with instructors. Scott has a background in this as well. And we are planning on putting it together and offering it in January of 2017. Some of the area departments have already picked up on it, and the state fire service has been out offering it. But farming accidents are huge. They happen a lot. So the more we can prepare providers to help people with this, the better off they are, and the more prepared they are, and they stay calm, and the rescue is successful. Did you want to add anything, Scott, or Mike?
Everybody would just be surprised not only how many water rescues there are, but how many grain bin extrications there are, how many farming accidents there are on a daily basis, on a weekly basis.
Even for firefighters in the Omaha metro area?
On the grain bin extrication and the farming, not so much, but the water rescues, I'll just give you an example. We've had 8 of them already in the last 6 days.
Wow.
So it's busy.
Okay, well, so back to grain bin, because not everybody ends up with a job in a metropolitan area.
Sure.
So you were saying that you'd be surprised.
Yeah, and it's a great opportunity for the rural community fire departments to get involved with Metro Community College and get the training, the education, and the knowledge. It's really about the KSAs, the knowledge, skills, and the abilities to perform these rescues on a daily basis and have a successful outcome.
A retired Sarpy County deputy got together with providers to get the money, to raise the money to purchase the Great Wall of Rescue, and he gave it to the Papillion Fire Department, so it's housed at Papillion Fire Department for Sarpy County. But a lot of the outlying counties have also checked into purchasing the Great Wall of Rescue, and so if we can get the course put together, we would get this as well, and then practice with it and offer it to our students that maybe don't belong to a fire service yet. And again, it'd be a great resume builder.
So the Great Wall of Rescue is a prop.
It's a prop that you put inside the grain, and then the firefighters can function and practice, and if they have to use it in reality, help get the victim out of the grain.
You bury it in the grain.
So basically it goes around the victim, helping so that more corn or beans is not going down and suffocating them. So basically it creates a barrier around them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, so what's the procedure to do that?
Well, the procedure is that they put this wall in, and that they have other props that can get the firefighters up to the area where the victim is at, and so that we're safe. It's always safety of the firefighters and providers first. So they practice with different tools to get them up to wherever the victim is safely, and then they can put this prop in, and then they can extricate the victim out of there.
Do you have any numbers on incidents in Nebraska or around this area?
I don't have any right off the top of my
Yeah.
head. I know there's been a few in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I believe there was one in Sarpy County. I know there's been a few over in Iowa also.
And in Cass County as well.
Cass County.
Yeah, in the last 6 months.
What other farming accidents then are you
So
going to be?
then we also,
addressing?
there's farming accidents like tractor rollovers, again, using grain through augers and things like that. People get excited, they want to help, and they put their hands in the auger, or their foot in the auger, or their clothing gets caught on a PTO. So we want to have our providers have the capabilities of practicing. So again, if that should happen, They stay calm and they can get the victim rescued.
So is this a 1-quarter class or series of classes?
It's going to be probably not a quarter. It'll probably be like 16 to 20-hour class that we just do nothing but this. But we still want to offer it to our community.
This is very cool.
I think
I
so.
mean, basically it's staying abreast of what's happening, what's needed, right?
Right. And offering continuing education. We just did, and we hope to do it again, a big rig rescue. It was for that very purpose. We had over 100 people attend that.
What's that?
And
What's a big rig rescue?
So Big Rig Rescue was something that we brought into Metro Community College. We teamed up with Arrow Towing. Arrow Towing has some phenomenal big rig rescue trucks that they use on a daily basis. You'd be surprised how many semis overturn and are flipped on the roadway. They go out there, set them up, get them back upright. A lot of them things are out of the capability of the fire department. You're talking about lifting an 80,000-pound truck up out of the ditch or whatever. So not only Metro Community College, we teamed up with Arrow Towing, but the Omaha Fire Department, we've even teamed up with Arrow Towing to provide big rig rescue. That class, we offered that out, and we had 120 students from 3 different states attend that class.
So it's a matter of working with the folks who provide the equipment.
Again, you'll hear me talk about everyday relationships and partnerships.
Yeah.
This day and age, a lot of the things we do, not only the scuba class, CPAT, grain bin, all of it, it's all about getting relationships and partnerships with all the parties involved.
Obviously, these additions and changes within EMS at Metro are about staying current with what reality is out there and what's needed. What do you see in the future as far as all this is concerned?
I just want to keep offering our students all the classes that we can, so they can get out there, get a good job, use it as a resume builder, but even more than that to me is to offer them the practice so that when they do join a fire department and this happens in reality, they stay calm. And when you stay calm and know what you're doing, the success rate of rescue is much greater. So that's why I want to keep offering all of these little classes that we do. We still offer, we just started offering the tactical EMS course, and we've been practicing that with area fire departments. And
What is that, Peggy?
so if there's like a school shooting or a business shooting, it's a way to approach the scene, again, to stay calm, be educated, approach the scene, and get to the victims in a organized, quick manner.
Yeah. So that's a great example of responding to reality today.
Right.
I mean, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, we couldn't have imagined, right?
Right, right. So we've been practicing with area fire departments, and we offer it to all of our paramedic students. And again, it's just to give them all the education that we can, to give them confidence, to be good at what they do, and hopefully get a job in the field.
The other thing is Metro has really done a great job of getting state-of-the-art equipment to be able to train these individuals on the state-of-art equipment that really makes the job easier and the success rate a lot better.
Does the college have better equipment to instruct students than most departments have to instruct their employees?
I wouldn't say that. A lot of times you'll see like the college, roll something out like the grain bin rescue, and then a lot of departments will buy that after we train them and give them the education. Along with the scuba diving stuff, we were able to provide them with state-of-the-art equipment to go under, and a lot of times the individuals will end up purchasing their own equipment so they can go on these scuba diving adventures.
After they see the value you're providing here.
Yes.
Right.
That's great.
And to our younger students or new people into the field, if we can offer them all of this knowledge or experience, even if it's a 16-hour course, it helps them make a decision if they want to come in our field and stay in our field.
Mm-hmm. Is there such a thing as specialization in these areas as an EMS employee?
Especially on the scuba diving stuff, you can eventually work your way all the way up to an instructor. And that takes a special individual to get to that level. There's a lot of training and stuff that you have a lot of liability. And then eventually, you know, we could have students that are eventually down the road instructors at Dive Ventures. And then, you know, they have the possibility of traveling all over the world, seeing some of the waters that, you know, we don't see here in Omaha, Nebraska.
Which makes for a different approach, different kinds of waters. Is that what you're saying?
It does. The water here in Nebraska, it's all dark and murky. You may have a couple inches. Where if you go down to the Caribbean, you know, let's say you make it to an instructor at Dive Ventures.
It's like snorkeling and looking at fish.
Yeah, you're talking 100, 120 feet of visibility.
Yeah.
So.
The other nice thing that Scott hasn't mentioned too is when we teach the scuba class to our students, we teach them in the clear water, but we also, Scott takes them out to farm ponds to practice too. So.
Yeah, we go to training ponds or we go to rock quarries.
How do you deal with something like the Missouri?
The Missouri River
it's
a very tricky waterway that we have here. There's a lot of current, there's a lot of debris. You know, it takes a special certification to even get to that level to, you know, make entry into that river. So we take that one very, very serious when we respond to it with Omaha Fire.
Also within the scuba class, they receive additional certifications as well. I think there's like 5 of them.
Yeah, there's 5 different levels you can get to. Once you get the original scuba open water class opened up, you can go to rescue diver, you can go to deep diver, night diver, and then eventually work your way up to instructor.
Really exciting news about what you've added here and what you hope to add. It's more than fighting fires, being in EMS as a career. What do you see in the future beyond what we're talking about in 2017?
I really haven't thought past that yet.
Busy enough doing
this.
that.
Is probably right. These are going to be big jobs to tackle for right now. But,
Sure.
Oh yeah, I'm always. It's hard for me to find people that'll work with me because I'm always coming up with ideas. So I appreciate that Scott has given me so much help, and I have 2 other instructors that are helping with grain bin and the farming extrication too. That will be just as big a help.
Anything you want to add about CPAT, scuba, or farm?
I just think all these programs are great opportunities for young individuals, fire departments in the area to take advantage of, and you know, partnership up and you know, come to Metro Community College, get the training, get the knowledge, skills, and the ability to make your job easier for you.
Sure, and not only the departments taking advantage, but again, showing individuals who want to enter the field, who don't have any experience,
Right.
what all is involved here is beyond fighting fire.
Absolutely.
Very good. Thanks for the update. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you again for being with us on Metro and More. Our goal is to better acquaint you with the mission, the reach, and the leadership of the college. I'm Kent Pavelka for Metropolitan Community College. If you have comments or questions about the program, please email us at metrovision@mccneb.edu. Thanks for watching.
This has been a MetroVision production produced by Metropolitan Community College.